with you. So this is just to understand the structure of sentences in active and passive voice. We have different tenses. In the previous class, I discussed with you all the difference between the past tenses and the present tenses. And all the students have notes also on different tenses. So present simple tense, when do we use this tense? When we talk about something that is always true, when we talk about present facts, we use this tense. Like Harish cleans the desk once a week. This is what he does. Now, how can we structure this in passive voice? Remember, the verb clean has different forms. Clean, cleaned, cleaned, cleaning. So clean, cleaned, cleaned. It has ed at the end in the past forms. So the past participle form, that is the third form, or V3, we can call it V3. That's what we use of the main verb in passive voice. Then we take help of the be verb. Be verb has these different forms: is, am, are, was, were. All these are different forms of be verb. So we take help of be verb and we put the main verb in its past participle form to structure a sentence in passive voice. So the desk is, and we put the verb clean in its past participle form, cleaned once a week by Harish. This is the way we structure the sentence in present simple tense. So if you have to talk about anything like that is always true, for example, sometimes you have to paraphrase your question in your writing task. So when you paraphrase, usually we get the sentence like this, that some people believe. So some people believe, that's in active voice. One simple way of paraphrasing is that you just change it into passive voice. It is believed by many. So look at the structure, is, and then we put believed. It is believed by many. It is opined by many. So that way we put it in passive voice. Now let's look at present continuous, something that is in progress now or these days. So Harish is cleaning the desk now. A simple sentence to understand the structure. How do we have it in passive voice? Something that is in progress now. So of course you take this help of the verb be, that is over here. We put being, B-E-I-N-G, being. This is also a form of the verb be. So be, present, is, am, are, past, was, were. Past participle, been, B-E-E-N. Present participle, B-E-I-N-G. That's what it is, ing form of the verb. So the desk is being cleaned by Harish. So this shows an action in progress now. Now, if something is over, present perfect tense, like maybe something happened in the past, but time reference is not there, that when it happened, we don't mention that, or something has happened just recently. So Harish has cleaned the desk. This is the way we have present perfect. How do we put it in passive voice? Has, we put has, and we take help of this now. This is also a form of the verb be. So the desk has been cleaned by Harish. This is what we do. So this is a perfect one. Now, perfect continuous tenses, whether in present, past, or future, do not have any passive construction. We do not put them in passive voice. People may try in different ways, but that's all weird. We do not put them in passive voice. Harish has been cleaning the desk since morning. That means an action started at a certain time in the past, is in progress even now. We put that in present perfect continuous, but then we don't put such things in passive voice. So it's not that we decide to put any sentence in passive voice. We have to think of these things. Now let's look at past. When we talk about any past fact, a past habit, past routine, past event, like I get these sentences from many students, oh, this has been happened. No, that's wrong. So past simple, Harish cleaned the desk, because we have to have the action, right? Harish cleaned the desk yesterday. So the desk was cleaned. Again, we put the form of the verb be, was, or were, and we put the main verb in its past participle form. Past continuous, same thing as in present. The only thing that's going to change over here is was. The desk was being cleaned by Harish when I reached the office. Okay, past perfect. Past perfect. When do we use past perfect? Two actions happened in the past. This was the first one, and this was the second one. Whatever happened first is put in past perfect tense. Like we have that by the time. Last week we discussed this kind of sentences. By the time. Okay, Arshpreet, you've raised your hand. Yes, Arshpreet, go ahead. Any question?
Ma'am, like we are having a sentence, the desk was cleaned by Harish yesterday, and the desk was being cleaned by Harish. And when we use these two sentences, means what are the situations?
Wait, you said the desk was, which one do you want me to go? Okay,
Past
the desk
simple.
was cleaned. Hmm?
Yes. Yes.
This is a one-time event of the past, something that happened in the past. Any event that was over in the past.
Okay.
Right?
And continuous and perfect one.
Now, like that same example which I gave you all earlier, a new movie was released last week.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the next one. This talks about an action in progress at a certain time in the past, right? So we talk about past. At this time, this action was in progress. So maybe when I reached the office, what was the action that was in progress?
Like if you want to tell someone that this desk is cleaned by Harish in past, so which sentence we will use? The desk was cleaned by Harish or desk had
When
been
was it
cleaned?
cleaned? Then you mentioned yesterday the desk was cleaned by Harish. When? If you have to mention when. If you have to talk about that action was in progress at a certain time in the past, then you use past continuous tense.
Means yesterday for past continuous. Yesterday the desk was
Because
cleaned
at
by Harish
no, you are not taking note of this thing at this time.
at this time.
At a certain time in the past, something was in progress.
Means later, if we want to tell about this thing later, like after many days, then we'll say the desk had been cleaned by Harish.
The desk had been cleaned by Harish by the time I reached the office. By then that action was over, right?
Okay.
But later on, see, don't mix it with reported speech.
Okay.
No, don't
Okay.
mix it with that.
Okay.
An action which was in progress at a certain time in the past. For example, let's look at some other example. Why to stick to only this? Anything that you were doing yesterday, Arshpreet, at this time?
I was on a walk at this
You were
time
on a walk.
yesterday.
All right, we cannot change this into passive. Passive sentence requires this, the active sentence should be in this way. There has to be a subject, verb, and then an object.
Yes, ma'am.
So anything else that you did yesterday or you were doing at this time?
Or you can say I was.
Maybe at this time, probably you were.
I was having snacks.
You were handling
Snacks.
snacks.
Some snacks at this
So
time.
this like the verb have, you were eating snacks, right?
Yes.
The snacks
I
were
was
being eaten by you at this time.
snacks were eaten.
Maybe
By
you were pruning the plants yesterday at this time. If you were out for a walk, right? You were in the garden, maybe somebody else. Okay, when you were out for that walk, the gardener was pruning the plants, right? PRU. So the plants were being pruned. When you were out in the garden, you noticed that the plants were being pruned. That time, right? That time that action was in progress.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how we put it. Let's move on to the next one. So Harish had cleaned the desk before I arrived. This is that past perfect, what I just shared with you all. Now past perfect continuous, an action started in the past and continued to certain time till something else happened. So Harish, who had been cleaning the desk for half an hour, dozed off when he sat down. So for half an hour, he had been cleaning this, right? No passive for this. So when we have anything in past perfect continuous, there is no passive for that. So remember, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. Don't try to put those sentences in passive voice. And future simple. Let's talk about future. We refer to future time in different ways. So future time reference, that's the way I would like to put it, not just future tenses, future time reference. Because future time reference, you can use present simple also to refer to future time. On the scheduled things, we use this present simple. Like maybe tomorrow somebody is arriving at your place, your office, the boss is arriving, you plan the itinerary of that person. So you say, oh, he arrives in Mumbai at this time, then he has a meeting with so-and-so. So we use present simple to refer to future time, something that will take place in future time. Present continuous also is used to refer to future time, and that I'm leaving for Mumbai tomorrow. So present continuous, but I'm referring to future time. So those are different ways of referring to future time. Now let's look at this just future simple tense. So Harish will clean the desk tomorrow. Who will clean the desk tomorrow? Harish will clean the desk tomorrow. How do we put it in passive? The desk will be cleaned by Harish tomorrow. For example, if the government comes up with concrete, or if the government takes some concrete steps, and then unemployment, okay, we can talk about that. Unemployment will be reduced to a great extent. Right? We can put it, it will be reduced to a great extent. Pollution will be controlled. Like we all know that, okay, most of you who have joined on Facebook are Indians, I suppose. So everybody must be familiar with that Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. That term, that's the way we put it. So if we all contribute in that, then active voice will be what? India will become what? India will become a clean country. This is in active voice. How do I put it in passive voice? India will become a clean country. I cannot put it in passive voice that a clean country will become, no. So don't try to put everything in passive voice. You need a subject, a verb, and object. Verb, what kind of verb? Where action is performed, right? Okay, future continuous, Harish will be cleaning the desk at this time tomorrow. No passive for this. So future continuous also, we don't have any passive. Future perfect tense. This is where, in fact, most of us, I would say, go wrong. Because future perfect tense, I've seen many people using would over here. Like saying Harish would have cleaned the desk before you arrive. No. Future perfect, when you look at an action that will be over by a certain time in the future, we always put will for that. So Harish will have cleaned the desk before you arrive. So how do we put it in passive? How do I put it in passive? Now this, if you look at, this is wrong. So there are times when we notice that we try to put the things in passive voice, but then the structure goes wrong. This is not in passive voice. Harish will have cleaned the desk. Can anyone give me the sentence in passive voice now? Future perfect. How are we going to put this in passive voice? Anyone? Just put it in the chat box, please. If I say okay, if we all contribute in reducing pollution in our country, then by 2030, India, and complete that sentence. That will be, like we will have made it pollution free. So India, now let's look at this only. Harish will have cleaned the desk. How should I put it in passive voice? Anyone in the chat box? Of course, now the subject will be the desk. Let me see. Okay, I do have one answer. The desk will have cleaned by Harish before you arrive. There is an error over here, Madhuri. Let me bring what Madhuri has given here. Please make mistakes, feel free. because you all do not know who is who. So just go ahead and make mistakes. Give me your sentences. I got this sentence so far. And there is an error in this. Okay, can you identify the error? Anyone? Unmute and speak.
Ma'am, before I arrive,
Yes, Madhuri, this is the sentence that you've given. What's the error in this?
instead of you, I think I.
It can be anything. Still, it's going to be wrong.
The desk will be, madam.
But when you say the desk will be cleaned, that will not be in perfect tense. Okay, yes, the desk will be cleaned tomorrow. Anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes, Himaja?
desk would have been cleaned by Harish.
Okay. Well, remember I shared something with you all, something back.
That would is wrong.
Would is wrong in future perfect tenses. Otherwise, Himja has done a good job. She's added the word that was missing. Been. The desk, so Himja, we won't put would over here. The desk will have been cleaned by Harish, and we put Harish capital.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? So we won't say the desk would have been cleaned. So I cannot say, maybe Himja, you ask me that, let's say your assignment, writing assignment has not been corrected by me so far. So you ask me that, when am I going to correct that? So I tell you, I'll correct it tomorrow.
Okay.
Now you want to know specifically when. So I say I will have corrected it by 5 p.m. tomorrow. One is that. Another way of putting it is what? This or your assignment will have been corrected, right? Your assignment will have been corrected by 5 p.m. tomorrow. By then, that will be over.
Okay.
I hope this is clear to everybody. And understood where we go wrong. Usually this word is missing. So it seems as if the desk is going to clean something. So this is what we need to take care of. Okay, these were a few basic things about active and passive voice, something to understand the structure. Let's continue.
One question, please.
Yes, Madhuri?
There's one sentence, please help us. Can it be changed into passive voice?
Please help us. Okay, us, you're putting the object also, you're putting the verb, action verb also, right? But
So can it be changed?
you are asking somebody, you, right? You are requesting someone.
Requesting someone
The
to help.
subject is understood over here, like you help us. But we do, when you are requesting someone, we don't put that in passive voice. Of course, if you put it that way, you help us or please help us, you're referring to something, you know. How do you put it in passive voice? Tell me.
Help is needed by us.
Sorry, what did you say?
Help is needed by us.
Kindly.
That is, we need help.
We need help. It will be for
We need help. Help is needed by us. Yes, Anita?
We can put the word kindly.
Please help us, kindly help us. Why do you try to put it in passive voice? Don't try to put or try to have all the sentences in passive voice. You're just requesting here, you're requesting someone.
Means this sentence cannot be put in passive voice.
No, don't even try to.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
We have the subject you is there, right? You help us. Oh, we should be helped. Like you'll be changing, you should help us. Then we'll be changing the meaning of the sentence if we try to put it in passive voice, right?
Okay, thank you.
So I would not suggest even trying to do this in passive voice. And remember, we will stick to what we do in IELTS. IELTS, where do we need passive voice? Mainly in our writing tasks, right?